Good evening, guys. Welcome back to the SAPL stream. It's the first team of the week for season 30. My name's Ahmad. I'm going to be unpacking the best players in the league for the first part, or rather the first game, a couple of game days of the league. Okay, without further ado, let's actually get straight into it. Let's start with Super League One West Team of the Week. No goalkeeper in this league. Starting at the back, got Rida Said of Blue Lions, Muhammad White of Tricky Taka, Ashraf Muhammad of Hogwarts. Hogwarts back in Super League One. I remember a time when they were playing Prem. Bowie, Mr. Brandon Bowers. This guy streams, by the way. If you haven't seen his streams, you need to check them out. He's playing for Blue Lions again. Abdul Aziz Ismail of Hogwarts at DMs. They complete the 2 DM pairing. At left mid, we've got Dylan Chumi from Hogwarts. Cam, we're looking at Blue Lions, Caleb Angers. Sorry if I butcher that, guys. My bad. Hogwarts, we've got Rayan Sunday. And then wrapping up top for Super League One Team of the Week for Super League One West, it's Daniel Sean Lawrence and Blue Lions and Wade October of Tricky Taka. Congratulations, gents. Well done on a great first week in Super League One. Okay, then moving on to Super League One East. All right. Okay, we have a goalkeeper. Good stuff. Is that who I think it is? Okay, never mind. Joga Benito, we got, I'm not going to say this name, guys. I'm going to butcher it. Motsoneng at goalkeeper. And then making up the back three, we've got Matthew Haupt of Pick and Play, Mikhail Williams and Mikhail Francis, both of Joga Benito. In midfield, in the Mach, we got Raiz Hamildin at Pick and Play and Jandre Mentor of... Who is that? I don't know. I don't know that badge. Moving on. Okay, Joga Bonito are back in it with Nathan Rode at Cam and Shane Van Rooyen at left mid. Sakile of Pick and Play at right mid. And then Muhammad Abrahams of Pick and Play. And then Nish Pillay of SA Lakers. That is not the Nishlin Pillay of Evo lads, I'm assuming. Must be... Okay, interesting. Okay, that's how we wrap up Super League One East, rather. And then moving on to the big dogs in the league, we are looking at Team of the Week for Championship. Super League One Championship Team of the Week. No surprises here to see Azuri taking some of the spots and the Furia as well. Zayn looking unreal in this game, by the way. I know being a goalkeeper is very difficult in this game. So... the pic's not showing. Oh, okay. Let's try that again, guys. My bad. So, Team of the Week's Championship Team of the Week, we are looking at Zayn of Azuri, as well as Adish and Kiran, both making Team of the Week, and then Bilal Valley of La Furia making up the back three. Then we are looking at Tabani and Ethan making up the 2 CDM periods of 11 Gents and La Furia. Shoaib Peters at left mid for La Furia, and Tristan Mayer from Missouri, and then David Lamini at Cam of 11 Gents, and then Imtiaz Isaacs and Fashir making up the 2 strikers for the Team of the Week of Championship. Let me actually just get back the other 2 that we touched on earlier. Okay, yeah. So this was Super League One West. Again, I'm not going to go through it too long. Just Rida Said, Muhammad, and Ashraf at CB, Brandon Bowers, and Abdul Aziz at CDMs, Dylan, Caleb, Rayan, the attackers, and then Daniel and Wade at striker for Super League One West Team of the Week. And then moving on to Super League One East. We are looking at Okay, Super League One East. Okay, Super League One East, we're looking at Joga Benito triplets in Inseking, Mikhail, Matthew Harp from Pick and Play, Rais Khamildin of Pick and Play, Chandre Mentor in there as well, Sakile, Nathan Raj, Shane, all of Joga Benito and Pick and Play here in the attackers, Muammar Abrahams of Pick and Play and Nish Pillay of SA Lakers uh, make up League One Team of the Week for the Eastern Conference. Yeah, interesting to see some of the old dogs back in the new leagues. Nice to see that some teams have come back in SA Lakers and Hogwarts, all looking for something to prove again. And then, yeah, interesting to see some new teams as well. Nice to see, hope they stick around because I know it's always nice to make a new team and then they don't end up always sticking around after a while. Okay, let's look to the big dogs. But before we get there, actually, I just want to chat about. So, we have a new sponsor in the SAPL community. It is the Football Vault. They do all sorts of things where jerseys are concerned. So every jersey has a story. The 09, 010 Milan kit, worn by legends like Ronaldinho and Pirlo. The 11-12 Madrid kit, part of a legendary La Liga winning team. So at the Football Vault, they believe in preserving these stories, and now they're giving them away. The prize being a Real Madrid home kit and a AC Milan home kit from 09-010 for one lucky collector. Yeah, so how do you get your hands on this? Pretty much quite simple. Just be the top performer in the league. So the top goal scorer and the top player in the league, so the player of the season, will be getting prizes from the Football Vault. So big thanks to the Football Vault for coming through and sponsoring the league this season. Okay, then moving on to Super League Team of the Week Premiership. Mm. Okay, the moment we've been waiting for. And that is going to be your Team of the Week for Team of the Week 1. In goals, oh my word, Jamatanda. Let me tell you about this guy. I already know his game attack is doctor. That's all you need to know is that this oak freaking operates, man. He is unbelievable. I've never seen anyone save more than him in the league this season. He's been unreal, and Kenny Ovi and Apiwe need to do an amazing job to keep this guy in goals at Kenny Ovi. Ashik Desai, no surprises there. Top quality, one of the best in the league for some time now, and he will stay there. Jay Goodridge of Ballers, no surprises as well. Marlon Manuel of Kenny Ovi. Kenny Ovi starts like a house on fire, man. They've been unreal. I've got huge respect for Apiwe and the way he does things at Kenny Ovi, and all of his good work is showing dividends at the moment. Umpo also Kenny Ovi. Luke Demons, the king, back from his hiatus and back into Team of the Week 1 like he never left, man. Standard things. This is things that Luke does, so I'm not going to go on too much before I get told I'm glazing or anything. But anyway, we move on to the attackers. Darth Mayhem at left mid in Preshen. Marcel at Cam for Ballers in a new kit and back into Team of the Week. And then the surprise move, I think, of the entire window being Steph leaving Zamalek to go to TMT, the money team. I guess money does really talks, but it doesn't matter who he plays for. He's always in Team of the Week. Steph being the best winger in the league for some time now, and showing it that it doesn't really matter who's around him. He'll make a way to be in this team. And then up top, the two J's and Justin Kroll of Ballers. Stock standard, we all know Justinho. We all fear Justinho, so no surprises to see him in that striking position. JP of Zamalek also in there. I was actually chatting to one of his team members earlier, and we were just talking about JP and how he's like not rated among the top, your upper echelon strikers, which is so weird because this guy is unreal, man. But there we go. That is the front runners and your team of the week for Super League Premiership. Just one more thing that I wanted to, well, a couple more things that I wanted to touch on. I just wanted to go through some of the top goal scorers and just some of the guys that have been doing really well in the Premier League in terms of goals. I mean, we look at Justin Krul currently sitting on 24 goals with 15 assists for the season. Thiago of Cyber on 23. I still need to put in stats, guys. I think he's got more. But I think he's only got like one more. But anyway, moving on to JP. JP, like I said, also doing really well. 22 goals, 9 games played. Craig is having a top season where goals are concerned. 21 goals and 8 assists. Lake doing Lake things. Always been one of the more complete players in the league. 17 goals, 12 assists. Surf also finding his feet again. 16 goals, 11 assists. 27 goal contributions in 9 games. Looks like he's adjusting to new gen quite well. Looking at Callum of Apex, scoring 14 and assisting 8. JP of Kenny Obi also doing well in his maiden season in Prem, 14 goals and 7 assists. Ashik of Troll, 13 and 6, respectable. And then, yeah, that is pretty much that for that. Let's have a look at the top assisters in the league. Okay, Marcel currently on 19 for Ballers. Justin back in here with 15. Lake also 12. Surf on 11. Ryan Daniels of Kenny Ovi on 9. Adam Janet of Cyber on 9. JP 9. Okay, so it looks like much of the same here. Okay, and then looking at clean sheets. Most of the ballers. Let's go goalkeepers. Let's do that. Okay, clean sheets for goalkeepers. Ballers have Shiloh. Vincent's been doing really well at Apex. Got 3 clean sheets. Jamatanda, like I said, guys, if you haven't played this guy yet, watch out for him, man. He is insane. He's definitely ones to watch. Yannick's been unreal this season as well. Rash is back in sticks for Zamalek. Silas doing okay for Evo with 2 and retires. Daryl also doing okay with 2 clean sheets. Let's just have a look at the centre backs, or the defenders rather. Okay, it looks like Ballers are doing really well with 7 clean sheets at the moment. Tariq and Jay racking up the clean sheets. Lukman and Josh of Cyber on 4, and then Pavendran of Ballers on 4, and then Ashik on 3 at the moment. Not too many clean sheets, but that's to be expected. Defending on this game is insanely difficult. So I don't expect to see many clean sheets. If you are getting clean sheets, then you're doing something right. But like I said, to close off and to conclude, big thanks to our sponsor, the Football Vault, for coming through and sponsoring the Premier League. Follow Football Vault and SAPL on all the socials, so all your Instagrams, your Twitter, and so on. And again, they're going to be giving a 09-10 Milan kit worn by the legends like Ronaldinho, Pirlo. You remember those guys were unreal, man. The 11-12 kit that Madrid wore when they won the La Liga with CR7. So that will be up for grabs. All you have to do is follow the @the_football vault, football with a U, so FUTBOL vault. Like their post, tag 3 friends, and yeah, you could be one lucky winner. But that is your team of the week for the first week of season 30. I'll see you again next week. Cheers.